Hello, my friends. We are officially on to our next weather and climate lesson. Yay! I know you just love it. Before we get started, I wanted to kind of recap on some things we've been working on. You guys have been introduced to a couple of different weather instruments that are used to measure the weather, such as rain gauge, anemometer, thermometer, and a wind vane. And in our last lesson, hopefully you read about meteorologists and the tools they use, which was the satellite, the radar, weather balloon, and a weather station. So you guys should kind of have a pretty good idea of how weather is measured and how meteorologists can make predictions about what the weather might be like based off of the data or the information that they get from those tools. So thinking about all that, I know that you guys are pretty much experts on certain times of the year, and try to predict what kind of activities you would be able to do that time of year. So the time of year that I was born, I could probably ride snowmobiles if I had them. I could go sledding. I could build a snowman. I could not go swimming, right? Unless it was inside. Just be thinking about those types of things. You guys are experts around certain times of year where you really pay attention to what the weather is like and the activities. Maybe think about summer. What kinds of things can I do in the summer? So today we're going to talk about high temperatures and low temperature. We're going to look at 2 times of year. We're going to say June, where we know school gets out. It's usually certain type of weather, and December, when school is out for winter break. What's that high temperature or the low temperature? What's about the average temperature that you can expect each day? What time of day is the highest temperature likely to occur? And when do you think the lowest temperature is likely to occur? So think on that for just a moment. Think. So hopefully you thought about it. And you probably don't know off the top of your head the highest temperature in certain months or the lowest temperature, the actual number, but you could probably predict the highest temperature is likely to occur the hottest part of the day, which we know is when the sun is out, right? It's really warm, probably around afternoon. The lowest temperature, knowing that, the lowest temperature is probably when the sun isn't out and maybe like at nighttime when you're sleeping, right? So hopefully you're sleeping. So what we will be doing today, I am going to kind of turn the camera around and you'll get to see me interact a little on the computer. Hopefully you have picked up your packet from the school. I will have certain activity sheets for you guys to get started on, so you don't have to copy down each of the things. If you do not have the activity sheets for whatever reason, if you weren't able to pick them up, copy down our little graph that we'll be working on and write it on a blank sheet of paper. To me, it doesn't matter which paper it's on. It's just a lot easier to only have to copy down the data. With that being said, we will hop onto the computer and check some things out. You might want to pause the video and copy down all this information before you continue. So I'm going to keep moving on just for the sake of time. The next thing I'm going to show you is the charts. So we have high temperature in June for our school. If you go to this little link over here, it'll say notebook sheet A, that's that one. Notebook sheet B is the low temperature in June for our school. So just like our chart showed, we had the highs and the lows for June. That's the first A and B sheet. Notebook sheet C is high temperature in December for our school and low temperature in December for our school. So for the sake of time, I'm trying to keep it short and sweet for you. So let's just work on high temperature in June for our school. What you'll be doing with your own little chart, hopefully you have the paper copy. If not, copy down what I'm showing you right now. It says write the last 5 years along the bottom of the graph. Draw a bar graph showing the high temperature for each year. So we know the last one we did was 2019. Then before that was 2018. Then 2017, 2016, 2015. And again, you guys are working off the paper copies. So here at the bottom, just make sure you write the same numbers that we had on our table graph. Okay, so the high temperature in June of 2015 was So we go June 2015. High. So that was 107. So I have, whoopsie daisies, I go on back to here. If you look, it's at 107. So on the side right here is temperature in degrees Fahrenheit. And we're in the United States, so we just use Fahrenheit for everything. Kind of assume it is, unless it says C for Celsius. So 107, I know that this line is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, and 110. We know 107 lies somewhere between there. I know 100, between 100 and 110. Right smack dab in the middle would be 105. So I'm going to go a teeny tiny bit above that, right? Not all the way to 10, but if I could draw nice and easy peasy, it would look like something like this. Okay, and then since you guys have your fancy little crayons or color pencils, whatever they are, that you're using right now, try to fill it in. Mine's not so beautiful right here, but yeah, that's not so great. Good job, Miss Five. All right, so I go back to the other side and I look for the high for 2016. So June 2016, and I'm in the high. 103 degrees, which is slightly cooler than my last one. So I pop back over to here. So I know again all the way up to 100, but it's not quite halfway, right? 105 would be right in the middle. So I'm going to go just a little past 100. Try to make it straight if you can. It's a lot easier when you're not using a digital thing. So I'm not going to fill it in this time, but there would be about 103. So we have 107, 103. It does really help to write the number there as well. Go back to 2017. Our high in June for 2017 was 99 degrees. And again, that chart only went up to, so we have between 90 and 100. We know 99 is right before 100, so I would just do it like right below that line. And again, writing that number right there, if I go, I'll just do it. It's not going to be pretty though. Sorry about this. 99. And this one's 103. And 2018 would be, 2018, our high in June was 92 degrees. So I go back over to, back over to here. So 92, I know that's between 90 and 100, probably just past 90. I'll go right about here and write 92. Sorry about that. My little monkeys are having a water balloon fight. It's what I got to do to keep them out of my video for a minute. So then we go back to our past temperature in 2019. June high is 96 degrees. So I come back on over to my little chart. So 96, remember we said between 90 and 100, right in the middle would be 95. So maybe like slightly above that. And then I'd write 96. And hopefully yours is a lot nicer than mine as you guys are using the paper copy. This is all I need you to do for our high temperature in June for our school. It is up to you to finish the low temperature in June. You also need to complete high temperature in December and low temperature in December. And as a follow-up, I will kind of add my answers in there as well so you can kind of compare notes. I do hope that you take a little picture for me and kind of email that to me so I can see that you've completed the graphs or if you need a little more help. All right, well, thank you again, and I will see you soon.